Guys, I have crabs. Panther crabs! Woo! I finally got them, guys. It took forever to find these crabs, and I'm going to explain why it takes forever to find these crabs, but I finally got some. Everyone, meet my new little panther crab buddy. Now, I did have two panther crabs, but I was really looking for a male and female. Unfortunately, I got two males. I was looking at the store. I thought I had a female, but upon closer inspection, turns out they're both boys. So I had to send one back because I'm not entirely sure how they interact with each other once they're bigger and full grown. They are supposedly, a bit territorial. They say their temperament is better than the typical crayfish, but I'm gonna play it safe for now. I figured two boys, they might butt heads later down the road, so for right now, I just got the one. I am actively looking for a female panther crab. Now, I know what you might be thinking. If you know anything about crabs, and panther crabs in particular, you're probably thinking to yourself, there's no real well-documented success of anyone breeding them in captivity. What makes you think you're going to do it, Andrew? Well, I don't know if I can do it, but here's the thing. I much prefer doing research firsthand. And I kind of just document things as they go along. And if I get lucky, hey, I can share that information. But in the meantime, until I find a female panther crab, I need your guys' help, actually. I need to figure out a name for the little guy. Now, this boy has been with me for about 3 days now. He's just been chilling. Now, they will come out once they're more comfortable with their surroundings. This is a new tank. He's a bit shy, but he's a spunky little fella. And he's really cool. They're kind of a bit of a trip to try and catch, man. I tell you what, I am used to catching crayfish because they can only move backwards when they're trying to flee from you. But crabs here, oh my goodness, they move left and right, not backwards, left or right. And I tell you what, that's disorienting for a guy who's caught crayfish by hand in the wild routinely. A crab is just a whole new ball game for me. Now, I am totally open to any suggestions you might have in the comments, but I will say this. If you're thinking about taking the easy way out and just saying, hey, why don't you name him Mr. Krabs? No. You know why? Because fish tanks decorated to be like SpongeBob SquarePants themed or SpongeBob SquarePants named, creatures, that to me is one of the biggest fish tank faux pas anyone can make. It is just not my cup of tea. So, I'm looking for creative names. For inspiration, for instance, I used to have a clam. Yeah, I called him Clamburger because he was brown and he kind of looked like a hamburger. Someone came up with that name for me on YouTube, and I thought, that's pretty good. So, something fun, something kind of goofy. It's got to be relatable, something that really fits, When I had an albino pleco and his skin was orange like a peach, I called him Peaches. When I had a vampire shrimp, I called him Vladimir. See what I'm going for? That's the kind of creativity that I am looking for. And I am looking for help trying to figure out a name for this little guy. So, in the meantime, while this guy is just derping about, doing his thing, just relaxing, getting used to his new tank, I want to hear suggestions, everybody. Let me know. Because, this will be the beginning of many adventures with my crab buddies. Now, if you're curious about panther crabs, they can indeed be fully aquatic. There's only a few species of crabs that I know of in the aquarium trade that are fully aquatic. These guys do come out on land once in a while when they're looking around and they're curious and such, so the tank has a lid to prevent them from getting too curious. And the last thing you want is an escapee crab. I had that happen with a crayfish once. I swear to you, it got all the way to my stairwell. If it had bigger legs, I bet it would have walked right up to my bedroom and been like, yo. But, getting a little off topic, little crab buddy here needs a name. And hopefully when I find a female, maybe I can find a way to make them get, feel relaxed in the mood. Maybe I'll put on a little bit of some music for them. I don't know. But, crabs.